low carbs and 0 to low sugar.
Okay, so we have this list of foods that you can have. Let's see what's in
that sickly. So I had the weight loss surgery.
Or caregiver, patient.
Are they done?
It seems like that what I've cooked is not the good foods like potatoes and,
It's one thing, keep him from eating a lot at one time. You still can eat all day and he can...
Number 5. Erica's eating obsession. Erica Wall's journey on My 600 Pound Life Season 5 was a gripping tale of struggle and indulgence. Weighing a staggering 661 pounds, her overeating habits were both disgusting and alarming. Erica, plagued by a difficult past and seeking comfort in food, showcased her insane diet on the show. From the moment she woke up, Erica felt an insatiable hunger, describing it as a ticking time bomb. Indulging in something sweet first thing in the morning became her reassurance for a tolerable day.
Groceries, it's my one chance for that week to get everything I need to survive. It's very bad. I don't want to see found a doctor that might be able to the relationship with food. I use it just like a drug. Family member I get to see on a consistent basis is my niece, Jessie.
Her niece, Jessie, enabled her food addiction by regularly buying her junk food, despite Erica's already extensive stash at home. During Jessie's grocery runs, Erica's list would include items she shouldn't be consuming. Despite knowing better, Jessie obliged, fearing Erica's anger if she didn't bring back something. The cycle continued, with Erica relying on her niece for sustenance, never having visited a grocery store herself in years. As her weight continued to escalate, Erica's relationship with food became an unhealthy obsession. She likened it to a drug, slowly leading her towards an agonizing and painful demise. A promise made to her late mother to prioritize her health went unfulfilled, and Erica's weight gain of 200 pounds served as a haunting reminder. Her insane meals were a clear indicator of her downfall. Pints of ice cream and tubs of questionable substances were consumed before the day even began. Burgers, fries, and indulgent slices of pies formed the core of her diet, perpetuating the cycle of self-destruction. Erica's struggle with her excessive eating habits and the detrimental impact on her health was a distressing narrative that kept viewers on the edge of their seats.
Okay, so did the doctor give you a special diet to be on before your surgery?
He just said 1,200. And a lot of it. There's some still here.
Okay, let's look in the kitchen. Okay, eat carbs. A lot of times your insulin goes way up, brings your blood sugar down, and you're hungrier. Take it one step at a time. It's a lot of changes to make.
Number 4. Gobbling secrets. Doug's journey on My 600 Pound Life Season 6 was a riveting tale of excessive eating, an insane diet, and the devastating impact on his life. Weighing a staggering 684 pounds, his overeating habits were nothing short of disgusting. His struggles with food addiction were deeply intertwined with traumatic events from his past. A challenging childhood, marked by his mother's departure, fueled Doug's insatiable appetite. While he conquered substance abuse issues, food became his new vice, leading him further down the path of obesity. Doug's weight gain took a toll on his ability to function as a father. His immobility confined him to the sidelines, missing out on precious moments with his children. His wife shouldered the burden of raising the family, leaving him with a heavy sense of guilt. As he sought help from renowned specialist Dr. Now Zaradan, Doug's weight loss journey began. But behind closed doors, Doug concealed his secret eating habits from his wife.
I've got to do something so I can be around for these kids.
Let me feed them both.
I don't think you can feed both of them.
You don't think? I mean, if they're laying down...
I don't think you can feed both.
For him to eat better, I have in turn started eating worse. Where I'm done with it. I don't want to live like this anymore.
While picking up food for the family, he would indulge in additional meals, hidden from their knowledge. The thrill of these covert indulgences added to his enjoyment, fueling his addictive behavior. Ashley, Doug's wife, sensed his hidden escapades but struggled to confront him. She knew he was consuming food behind her back, and it became a dangerous cycle that she felt powerless to stop.
Train from overeating for a month isn't easy. But Doug has shown me he's willing 600 pounds and eating 10,000 or more calories a day can shed a lot of weight. They will always go back to overeating after a few months. So the next step is to give Doug the emotional issues that are driving him to eat.
Number 3. Chicken Chomping Chuck. Chuck Turner's journey on My 600 Pound Life was a roller coaster of excessive eating, an insane diet, and the profound impact it had on his life. Weighing a staggering 693 pounds at the age of 45, Chuck's overeating habits were nothing short of disgusting. Chuck's relationship with his wife, Nissa, suffered under the weight of his extreme obesity. The dynamic resembled that of a caretaker and a patient, rather than a husband and wife. As adoptive parents to their son Nathan, Chuck's weight prevented him from actively participating in his child's life.
An order of eggs and an order of bacon.
Very shy and didn't want to get out of the truck and introduce himself properly because of his size. And I didn't want to judge him for his weight.
Honey?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you?
It was real good the first time meeting.
Give him a chance because I felt that all my relationships I felt had failed because of my weight.
Hey, baby, will you come get the phone for me?
Even being there is much harder.
Putting a lot of strain on my wife.
The root of Chuck's weight gain were deeply intertwined with the tragic loss of his first wife. Overwhelmed by grief and depression, he turned to food as a coping mechanism. Fast food became his refuge, consuming him with each bite. The strain on his marriage became evident on his episode of My 600 Pound Life. Nissa revealed that their intimacy had faded, leaving her feeling more like a caregiver than a wife. Chuck's obsession with food locked him away from the world, further fueling his downward spiral. The moments captured on the show highlighted Chuck's alarming eating habits. From devouring family-sized fast food meals alone to indulging in foot-long sandwiches multiple times a week, his choices showcased a dangerous addiction to unhealthy food. As viewers witnessed Chuck's struggle, they were drawn into the dramatic narrative of a man drowning his emotions in a sea of calories. The contrast between his wife's emotional burden and his unrelenting consumption emphasized the severity of his situation.
Dad, what kind of eating disorder we got now to solve the problem? You think that's going to work? Due to your eating habit.
If you eat more than you need, it's going to make you hurt.
Unless you get grasp on that, gastric bypass is not going to be productive.
Let's get britches on. Oh, honey.
I just feel like a servant.
Number 2. James's journey. In Season 2 of My 600 Pound Life, we met James Jones, a Texan with an astonishing weight of 728 pounds. The first time he stepped on the scales, he couldn't believe it. But James had a deep connection with food. It was his comfort. As a child, James was slim and healthy, but as he grew up, the pounds piled on. By the age of 16, he already weighed 280 pounds. Tragedy struck when he lost his father and sister to obesity-related health issues.
I would like to get a foot-long, quarter-pound coney with cheddar peppers, please.
Try not to move about as much as I can. And then when I was probably about 16, I was about 280.
Already had something to eat. Well, why did you eat this? Well, you cooked it.
Instead of motivating him to change, it pushed him further into overeating. James found himself trapped in a massive body, unable to move or exercise. His weight was spiraling out of control, bringing him closer to the same fate that had befallen his loved ones. Moving into his father's bed after his sister's passing, his mother, Maggie, feared he would be the next to go. But James had a glimmer of hope. Determined to turn his life around, he moved to Houston and sought help from Dr. Now's weight loss program. With his weight exceeding the limit for gastric bypass surgery, he faced an uphill battle. The strained relationship between James and his mother became apparent. He would eat fast food even before she finished cooking, blaming her for his indulgence. Their dynamic was fraught with tension and bitterness.
Out of a day, how many times are you eating?
Probably 2, 3, 4 times a day.
Long up this way. Things have to change. They have to change now. But he's over 730 pounds, so we need to make changes on the diet.
Number 1. Weighty Wars. Gideon, a man weighing over 650 pounds, is desperately seeking help from Dr. Yunan. His relationship with his wife Kayla is hanging by a thread as the burden of being his full-time caretaker takes its toll. Gideon's troubled past played a significant role in his eating habits. After his parents' divorce, he found solace in food, leading to his weight soaring over 400 pounds during his high school years. His stepmother sent him to a weight loss camp, but the damage was already done.
As healthy for me as I should, but I just want to eat a snack without someone giving me looks, telling me that, oh, I know I'm going somewhere to eat. I have a hard time not stopping to get a snack.
He's fighting to live for us, but I don't think his actions show that.
Loss became a constant companion in Gideon's life. At 21, he lost his mother, and then within days of each other, his father and sister passed away. Now, at 33, Gideon steps onto the My 600 Pound Life stage, weighing a staggering 650 pounds. His weight has rendered him unable to work, leaving him dependent on his wife, who also juggles taking care of their son and managing the household. But Gideon's relationship with food is out of control. From indulging in secretive early morning sandwiches to ordering an excessive amount of pastries and donuts on the way to get food, his insatiable appetite knows no bounds. He chooses unhealthy snacks, yearning for a moment of respite from judgment and criticism. Gideon's wife, filled with frustration and concern, witnesses his self-destructive habits. She longs for him to fight for his life, not just for their sake, but for his own well-being. Yet he continues to prioritize his own cravings, disregarding the impact on his family. That's all for today, folks. See you next time.